Welcome back to 1023 Culture. You can see I have a new avatar. This avatar is brought to you by the all-encompassing Meta or Facebook, however you want to call it. It's the new avatar. As you see, I have arms. Look at that. I have arms. Isn't that cool? So anyway, here we are at 1023 Culture. We are here to just kind of examine things through the lens of 1 Corinthians 10:23. All things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. And this is one of my favorite games that I play on my VR headset, my Meta Quest headset. Real VR fishing. I absolutely love this game, and we're going to get the video going here. I don't think it'll let me have volume. So, but anyway, it really is just a really spectacular game that they put together, and I've been playing this for some time. They just opened up US West, the DLC there, and it was like $12, so it was pretty darn cheap. The game itself is $30, and we're just gonna just kind of scrolling through some of the pictures here that they advertise. This is the group right here on the banks, and you can see the people. You have a group of people fishing. You can do this with your friends. Here we are in boats where you can be out on. This is actually one of the South Korea locations. So anyway, without further ado, I just want to kind of get a quick introduction. I have about 20 minutes of gameplay that we're gonna do, and but I want you to watch this, enjoy it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to let me know what you think. Have you played Real VR Fishing? Have you played the new download? And if you haven't, is it something you'd be interested in? Now, let me know what you think. It isn't perfect, of course not. It's not like actually being there, but there's no way that I can get to all these places myself. So I can have a blast doing this. So without further ado, check it out. Hey everyone, 1023 Culture here, and I am in one of my favorite games here, and that is Real VR Fishing. I'm going to try not to move my head around too much, but this is just the lodge. This is the entry. It's set up Christmassy because, hey, this is the week of Christmas. And look at what they did here. I mean, they really went all out. I mean, we got snow, got all this stuff going on, a beautiful moon, snow on the rails. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. And I'm kind of doing a test here. I tried to do some commands to be able to do this in full screen and record it properly in full screen, but I don't know if it worked. And if it didn't, that's life. Because normally this thing only records off of one lens out of the two. So anyway, so this is the freshwater tank here. You can see it actually I've set it up to have a pass-through glass background, so you can see in there. This game, I have it set up, and you can choose not to if you don't want to. So according to the time of day, whether it's light or dark outside, it sets it up to be the same. I'll go to the store here, and you have a couple of boats to choose from. This was a reward for something else. We have a snowman over here. And hello, snowman. And really great scenery in this game. Let's go do a little bit of fishing. They recently opened up the US West, which is just west area, Wyoming, all the way to the west coast. And we're gonna go there. And you start out at this board, and I've opened everything up already. And if you were to get this, you would start with level 1. I've opened the whole thing up, but we're gonna go to where should we go? Let's do right over here. Let's do the let's do the Cannon Beach in Oregon, and it's a really cool place. It's set up with kind of rainy. This is Cannon Beach. That's Haystack Rock. We have some seals right over here. I'm just kind of showing it off a little bit. if you went on Cannon Beach, you would actually see this stuff if you were in this spot. Seals, maybe not. But you see the hotel over there and these multi-million-dollar homes, and you can hear a nice little bit of thunder. You can hear the seals barking, and that's just a neat thing. So we're gonna real quick put a couple of casts out there. There we go. No, I don't. There we go. That's what I wanted. We're just going to kind of check out the fish that are here. There's a lot of fish I don't have out here yet. So we can pretty much do whatever we want. Because I did the beta on this, so therefore I've already been through all of this already once. But because we're going to go with... we're going to do a topwater. This is good for twitching, this lure. And we're just going to put that out there for a second. And a little twitching here. We'll reel in. I'll edit out the boring parts here. Yeah, see, my line just turned red. That means there's a fish in, right there we go. It's going to be a smaller fish. We know this because it didn't do a run. Larger fish will run out a ways. You can hear the drag kick in there. As they call it, the fish is raging, but really it's just fighting back a little bit and your drag kicks in. What do we have? This is a spotted sand bass. All right. Let's take a closer look at it here. That's a pretty fish. Boy, they do such a great job with this game. The graphics in there are awesome. I actually, sometimes when I'm in a place like this where it's kind of wet, it's raining, I actually feel like the rain is hitting me sometimes. So, you can see those ripples on the top there? That is, that tells me there's a fish on the top area. Oh, right. That's a larger fish. It'd be really cool if I got a shark today on here with you. What kind of fish is it? I'm going to see it jump out here in a little bit. Maybe. And you don't want the line to turn, pink is okay. Pink right there, that's not a big deal. There it is. And when it turns red, that's when your line could snap. And I've lost a few fish. It's since your green indicates that the fish is faint. I keep the line color on. Some people fish without it. I do it because the haptic feedback can only do so much with these Oculus controllers. And so, let's see if this is a realistic fish, huh? All right, Chinook salmon. Chinook salmon, that looks good, yeah. All right. Let's pick on something a little bit. And we're gonna choose a different lure. And there we go. Do a crankbait. Crankbait's made to, if you look at it, sinks when reeling. It gives you the instructions right there. So we're gonna use that and try to catch something in a little deeper water. You can see, I have it set so you can see the lure. And look at that. This is one of the things about it, the game that's not realistic, is just, you catch fish really fast. But it's a game, so you don't want to get bored. It's not like you're actually on a spot like that. We're not actually on Cannon Beach, and I'm actually sitting on a swivel stool in my living room, on December 22nd, 2021. This is a game I'd recommend anybody to get. It's a fun game. It has hours and hours of fun. There's multiplayer rooms where you can the Chinook salmon. So I've caught a Chinook salmon on the surface and now deeper. So go this way here. I'd like to catch something different. And maybe we'll go someplace different after this. Oop, got something else. Try and keep that lure down there. There we go. You hear running out that drag. Didn't run out very far, so I don't think. When I was in the beta for this game, the clouds above us were moving in a real jittery manner, real laggy and everything. It was one of the things we were looking for, trying to find in the beta, trying to find those little problems. They'd already hashed out the worst of it. They're just, looking for these things. That is not a Chinook salmon. It's something different. There we go. All right. Striped bass. Normally a freshwater fish. Don't you think about a freshwater fish? You tell me. So let's go to freshwater. Let's go to a freshwater spot. Click on the map. We're going to we'll go back over to the lodge. Okay. And by going back over to the lodge, we can just kind of look at the different map is all. So the only difference is that map doesn't have the actual location looks. So I wanted to see that's location 1. That actually is a pretty good one. Let's see here. That's nighttime. I want to have some. Ooh, there we go. That's a pretty one there. I'm looking over here at this. Is what I'm looking at. So Redfish Lake, Idaho. So that's and we could go fishing there. It'd be a long drive if we didn't. To Medicine Lake, Montana. Oh, that's a pretty one. Let's go there. Let's go to Medicine Lake, Montana. All right. So here we are. We're on the banks of the Two Medicine Lake. Look at those mountains. So we have birds flying. It gets a little off here with the close-up brush. But the trees look gorgeous. You can hear the water lapping on the banks. So, still have that crankbait on, but they switched out to a freshwater pole. So, let's see what we have here in here. We still have one fish that we haven't caught that yet. 2 and 3. That is, that's a sturgeon. I know what that is. That's a sturgeon. Those things are huge. I'm trying to figure out if that would be a lake fish or not. I believe this is a sockeye salmon, but I'm not positive. And being a lake, you wouldn't think of a sockeye as something that's in a lake because they're typically a river fish that goes out to the ocean, spends several years out in the ocean, then comes back to spawn and die. But there's another kind that's a derivative of that just kind of gets landlocked, and they call them a kokanee. And one of the people in the group, in the Facebook group, commented that I wasn't even aware it existed, a kokanee. But they're smaller, and they look like and they're sockeye salmon essentially. They're just a little smaller because they don't get out into the ocean. Okay, didn't get that guy. See the bubbles there that they're going around the circles there? That tells me that there's a fish that's deeper. So I want to kind of get into a place where I can catch him. So I just kind of tease this crankbait. He is not interested in that crankbait at all. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to change baits. We're going to move over to something twitchy. How about that? There we go. Okay. I'll let that drop down a ways. And see. And just like in real life, if you twitch a little bit, you have to pull a little bit of line in. A little bit of line in. Ooh. Go on. Take it. There we go. Not a big one. Nothing big. What do we got? Oh, it's a little California roach. The California roach, 4 1/4 inches essentially. Yeah, that's, you know, just a tiny little thing. I don't know how. I've never caught one of those in real life, so I don't know. I don't know if that's anything you would eat or if you just turn it into bait. This has a really good multiplayer. You're not really in competition when you're in there. I think it'd be kind of cool to have one, but I'll pull that in. But I'm not going to go there because I'd have to ask their permission to record and everything. So, but that's a really good one. You can have 4 people to a room. Ooh. Come on, there we go. And yeah, if you're out on a boat, you have some distance between you. If you're on shore, you're pretty close to each other. And yeah, I've always thought it'd be good if they could spread people out further. Now what do we got? Look at you, little smallmouth bass. It's a personal best. I could keep it, but I've already got max credits. I'm max level, so I just can't release it. I've been playing this game for a long time. So let's go to another location. Okay, this is Portland East Side, Willamette. Okay, so East Side, Willamette River, Oregon. So we'll go there. I have a friend that lives down in Portland. I have a friend in Portland. So yeah, yes, believe it or not, I have a friend. So I see quite a bit. You see the ripples, as opposed to the bubbles. The ripples say that that they're shallow. So we're going to switch to a top. Good for large topwater. Whopper plopper. Yes, these make noise. And not everybody likes the noise. I think it's fun. Listen to this. Hear that? I just kind of give them a little, you know, a little hesitant. Give the fish a chance to come up to it. There he is. And that's just the fun of it. And the time of day is always the same in each one as you go. And so, look at that, brook trout. Why would a brook trout be in the Willamette? I don't know. Maybe. I think sometimes they did. I think they kind of got a little bit. Didn't do a lot of research into what fish belong where. But that doesn't. I still enjoy it a lot. But if you go down to Portland, you could actually come to this exact location. You could walk down that ramp onto this dock. You could drive these roads, This is actual locations. I've been on these on a lot of these. Um, I've seen a lot of this, and one thing they still haven't fixed that bridge. If you look at it, the cars are driving on the left hand side. Okay, not that big a deal, right? Okay, so let's catch one more fish, then we'll call it. There's also a float fishing, so you can use bobbers, and they use traditional float fishing rods, and they which are really long. I mean, we in the United States don't use them much. I'd never seen one myself until I played this game. But this is the DLC. The U.S. West is. The original game is in South Korea. So, come on. There we go. Oh, look at that little green sunfish. How's that look to you? Okay, that's neat. So anyway, so that's real VR fishing, U.S. West. There's a whole lot more locations, but we're not going to spend all day doing that. So, anyway, thanks a lot. God bless. Have a great day. If you wanted to check out some check this out. I think it's worth it. It's worth every penny in my book. I think it's $30 for the original game, I believe, and then $12 for the DLC for the U.S. West. The original game is in South Korea. That's where the developers live, so they were able to get all the photographs that they needed for that. Whereas the U.S. West, they had to get help from other people to get some of these pictures, and then wait for things to open up as well to get more. So, but hey, that was great. Come check it out. God bless. So, what did you think about it? Give me some feedback. Tell me in the comments what you thought about it. Is this a game that you think you might want to play? Like I said, I really did enjoy it, and it's something I play a lot. I probably put 2 or 3 hours every week into this one. I've been sometimes more, sometimes a lot more. Um, I've met some really great people, while fishing in the groups in the multiplayer, and really enjoyed myself. What do you think of my new avatar? Do you like it? Like I said, I have arms. Look at this. And by the way, this nice smooth, smooth wedge form. That's not me. I'm actually far more pear shaped. I'm in shape as long as round is a shape. So, but hey, I'm in VR. I can look what I want to look like. So, anyway, have a great day. God bless. Be sure to like and subscribe. And be sure to come back, share this with your friends. Bye bye.